Hi, I'm Ben Fulton from Witch Analog, and I'd like to talk to you today about Lily, our clean boost from our new Seven Sisters range of pedals. The Seven Sisters are the world's first rechargeable guitar effects pedals. Each one of the sisters has got a lithium-ion cell inside it, just like your cell phone or your digital camera. It's also got the internal charging circuitry, which means that you can attach any 9-volt DC power supply with the tip negative to it and it'll charge. So you can use your Boss PSA, your One Spot or your Voodoo Labs power brick to charge it up. When you get your pedal, first of all, the first thing you have to do is charge it for 12 hours. You plug your power supply into the left-hand side of the pedal and you'll see the charge status LED at the top will glow red. It'll take 12 hours for that LED to change from red to green. Once it's green, it's telling you that the battery's charged. Every charge after that was only going to take about 4 hours, and you'll have, depending on the pedal, hours and hours of use. With the Scarlett, it's 120 hours worth of continuous use of one 4-hour charge. One point to note as far as saving battery life is that if you remove the input jack from the socket, the input socket, it'll turn the battery off, just like you would with any other battery-powered pedal. Another point to mention is that you can play through this whilst it's charging. So you can have it set up on your pedal board, wired up to your power supply, and it can be charging and you can be using it at the same time. The Seven Sisters are also the world's smallest pedal board footprint. They use our proprietary die-cast aluminum enclosure, which has enabled us to put the jack sockets on the end of the pedal rather than the side. Many small pedals have them on the side, and of course when you put right-angled jacks into it, it almost doubles the width of the pedal. So having them on the top allows us to slide them in next to each other, and they take up virtually no space at all. When you buy one of the Seven Sisters, it'll come like this. This is the packaging for the Scarlett pedal, but each one of the Seven Sisters comes in one of these little boxes. When you get it home, you'll remove the top of it like this, and the first thing you'll see will be the catalogue, which goes through all of the other range in the Seven Sisters, so you can check them out. Then we've got the instruction manual, which tells you the specific information which relates to the pedal enclosed, and then inside you get the goodies, the pedal itself nestled in the foam. Now when you slip her out like this, you will see on the back of it is the instructions in relation to the LED status of the charging, and also indicates where you plug the guitar in and where you plug the amp in. And you'll see that there's no feet on the bottom of it, but we have included rubber feet, which you can attach if you want. We've also included in the box a Velcro template, which is rather handy if you use a pedal board where you use Velcro to affix the pedals to it. You can just attach it to there and it'll stick happily to your pedal board. Inside each of the Seven Sisters is the lithium-ion cell, as I mentioned before, and you can get access to that by removing the 4 screws in the back plate. First thing you see is the battery, the lithium-ion cell. It's green and it clips in and out really simply and easily into a little socket here. It means that replacing it is a really, really easy, painless process. Each battery is going to last approximately 2 years. You're going to be able to buy a replacement for it at any Witch dealer, and the cost of that cell will be less than $12 US. Now, also worth mentioning is that on 3 of the Seven Sisters there's an internal trim pot which controls an additional feature. In Scarlett, which we're looking at here, the trim pot controls the treble bass boost. In the Violet Delay, the internal trim pot controls the mix of wet and dry. And in the Eve tremolo pedal, it determines the volume of the actual tremolo effect. So you can use it to compensate for the volume drop that you get when you engage a tremolo pedal. So that's the internals of the Seven Sisters, the battery and the internal trim pot in some of the pedals. So now we'll return the back plate to its appropriate location. So let's have a look at the controls on Lily. On the left-hand side we've got the pre-control, and on the right-hand side we've got the post-control. It's probably easiest to think of this like the controls on your amplifier. you can push the front end and then control the output. So you can actually have the thing breaking up slightly within the pedal. Now, a point to note is that the pre-control does make a crackling sound as you turn it. It's perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with the pedal, it's totally sweet. So what we can do is we can bring the pre all the way up and then have a nice full sweep available to us with the post control. So I'll play a chord and then I'll turn the post up. And now we start getting the realms of pushing the front end of this valve amplifier. Clean sound of this is this. And this is with everything on full. I'm guessing it's probably distorting the audio that you're listening to, but it's just pushing the front end of that valve amplifier into distortion. So you can bring it right back so it's at unity. The bypass volume is this. And the pedal engage. Bring that volume up just a little bit. Now the reason that you do this is that you can use the Lily pedal not just as a clean boost to raise the volume, you can keep it at unity, but it actually changes the impedance. As some of you might know, the output of your guitar pickups is high impedance. Now on a long cable run, the high end of the guitar sound or the signal is going to be lost a little bit. But if you run into a pedal like Lily and engage it, it changes the signal from the high impedance signal from the pickups, and the output of it is low impedance, which means you can have long cable runs after the Lily boost and you're not going to have any signal degradation. So that's another option. And obviously, as I said before, you can just crank it up and just punish the front end of a valve amplifier as well. So finally, with the Lily Clean Boost, and indeed with the whole Seven Sisters range of products, the goal was to deliver artist quality pedals at an entry-level price. So we've included true bypass switching, we've used die-cast aluminum enclosure, and of course we've incorporated the unique lithium-ion cell rechargeable technology. And all of that is available at the price point of $129.99 US per pedal. And this is the Lily Boost, and this is how it sounds.